good evening. It's Colleen with Couture Couture, and we are doing ink tonight. I'm so excited. I love working with ink. I think it is amazing to work with. It's so cool how it comes out, and it is literally the easiest thing in the world to do. I kid you not. This project is going to go lightning fast. So I have just a plain white mug, and I have our transfer that says, I don't do mornings, rise and shine, good morning, and it's got a little rooster on it. It's so cute. So because this is a little bit of a smaller mug, even though I really want it to do this, it's just going to wrap around too much, so I need a bit of a bigger mug for that. So I'm going to go with good morning and then the rooster on the bottom. I think that's going to look awesome. So very first thing, as always, we always remove our transfer from our carrier sheet and we get some lint on there. And I'm just putting it down. I picked it up and I put it down to get the lint from my towel. So that's all that we're doing. Picking up some of the lint so that it doesn't stick quite as hard to our surface. So I have this on a towel, so it hopefully will keep it centered, and you guys are going to be amazed how quickly this goes. So I'm trying to center that. That looks pretty good. We're just going to do that right across the top, and I feel a bubble. So you do have to work a little bit differently than you would, because this is obviously not a flat surface. So because it is rounded, you just have to really check to make sure that you're not feeling any bubbles in there. It's okay if you have some bubbles on the teal side of it, but you don't want to feel any bubbles on the silkscreen area. So long as you are good there, then you are ready to rock and roll. So we will leave that there, and then I'm going to actually put the rooster down as well. Hello, Eileen! And again, same thing. We're just going to fuzz up this little guy, get some lint on there so that it doesn't stick quite as hard to our mug. And I am telling you how fast this is going to be. It's going to be amazing. So now the only thing that I am slightly concerned about, and you can't probably tell this in the video, but this is a little concave area right here in the mug. I'm slightly concerned, but we're going to go for it anyway and just hope for the best that because of that little dip there in the mug that it's not going to be an issue. So we're just going to hope for the best and see kind of what happens here. And I feel like I'm looking pretty straight. Maybe I'm a little crooked. Let's try that again. I feel like it's just slightly crooked. And you can see it's still sticking pretty good to my mug, even though I did fuzz it. So just remember that critical step of fuzzing your transfer first. So let's see, I think that looks a little better. Let me see, yes, that definitely is much better. Right before coming on, I kind of was relaxing on the couch watching a movie that my husband taped, and it was called A Dog's Life. Oh my goodness, I don't know if you guys have seen this movie. I could not stop crying. My eyes are so swollen right now because I just bawled through that whole movie. Oh, it was so good, but it was so sad. And probably not the smartest thing to do right before coming live, because, like I said, my eyes are swollen from crying through it. But it was really cute and a really good movie. And I just love dogs. Anything with dogs. I wish I could have a dog. My husband's allergic, so I can't have a dog, but I love watching dog movies. All right, we are good to go. I'm going to do Good Morning in red Couture ink, and I'm going to do the rooster in the black Couture ink. So literally just putting a little bit on here. Now I am taking a risk. I could tape this off just in case I go off of my transfer, but I'm going to live dangerously tonight and not tape it. As a matter of fact, I don't think I've actually ever taped any of my ink projects, and hopefully I'm not jinxing myself, but so far so good. So again, just covering the silkscreen, just like you do with the chalk paste. It's very, very easy. Just goes on, glides right across your silkscreen area, making sure that you're just covering the whole thing. And I'm telling you, with the ink, even less of the ink goes a long way. It's a little bit thinner than the chalk paste, so it does really not take a lot of ink at all on your projects. So I'm just going over, making sure that I'm not feeling any lines in there. And I feel like the top of the O does not have enough ink in it. There we go. Okay, so as we always do, hello hubby. As we always do, we get the excess of our ink or our paste and we put that right back into the jar so that we can use that again. And then we're just going to grab this from the side. I'm trying to be careful so that I don't get my fingers into the ink. Let's get that started, and we just peel straight across, like so. Look how great that looks. That is perfect. I love the font on this one too, it's really pretty. So into the tub of water that I have off to the side here, I'm just laying my transfer in there, making sure that I'm getting the ink off. And now, really important is that when you're moving along to the next piece, you want to make sure that you're not having any ink on your fingers anywhere, so just keep a paper towel handy. Hello Shar, hello Rhonda. So you just want to make sure that you're not having any ink on your fingers, because you don't want to accidentally touch somewhere else and then get ink on there. I mean, it's fine. It should wash off with water because you haven't heat set it yet, but it's just best to be careful. So we're going to go ahead and I'm just going to do the rooster all in black. I think it's going to look really cute. And again, hopefully with it being a little bit concave right here, it should be okay, but we're going to give it a whirl and see what happens. Just kind of hoping for the best here. And how quick and easy is this? I mean, literally, glide it on and glide it right back off all that excess. Look at how much I have left on that squeegee. Barely used any. And I see a little line here. I don't know if you guys can see that. That's what I mean when I say make sure you're getting all your lines off, because you will see that when you take the transfer off in your finished piece. So that's why we just want to make sure there's no lines in there. Okay. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to slowly try to peel this away. Let me grab this corner here. I'm trying not to touch the top half where it's still wet. The ink does take a little bit longer to dry than does your chalk paste. You can do the same thing that you do with your chalk paste, which is take a hairdryer to it to kind of speed up the drying process. Just know that going in that it is going to take just a scotch longer to heat set it with your hair dryer, because it does just take a little bit longer, and that came out awesome. I was worried about there being a little concave, little dimple kind of thing in the bottom of the mug, but you can't tell at all. I think it looks awesome. You can really see the definition of the rooster in there. It looks so cute. I really love it. It's so simple. It's like totally farmhouse style, which is so on point right now. And that is it. That is really all you need to do as far as applying the transfer. Now the next step for this is, as I mentioned, you would heat set this and make sure that you heat set it really good. You really need it to be good and dry. And the final step is to literally take your mug and put it in a cold oven. Don't preheat the oven. Just put it on an oven. I actually put it on a cookie sheet and then place it in the oven. And then turn the oven on to 350 and let it sit in there for a half an hour. Turn the oven off after a half an hour and let it sit in there until the oven cools down and you can touch the mug again. And you are good to go. That is all there is to this. It's so easy. I mean, I can't believe how easy it is. So I am going to, off to the side, dry this after I'm done my live. But in the meanwhile, I just wanted to show you, I actually did 2 mugs previously, actually a little bit ago. So I did a Couture Couture logo on one of my mugs, and then I made this mug for my husband. So I did this, I want to say probably about 2 weeks ago or so, and both of these mugs have been through the dishwasher many times since then, and you can see that the transfer looks like I just did it. I mean, no fading whatsoever. in the dishwasher, so it is completely dishwasher safe. Same with the logo here, not a problem at all in the dishwasher. So that is pretty much how you do Couture Couture ink on mugs. It's so fantastic, so easy, just jazzes up your plain mug just to make it, and then you can make a cute little saying and give it as a gift, like I did giving this one to my husband. So that is pretty much all she wrote for tonight. I was in here and out of here really quick with a fun project that anybody can do. So I thank you so much for stopping by and that took literally 10 minutes, for taking 10 minutes out of your night tonight to watch my live. And if you would mind, if you would like and share my video, I would greatly appreciate it. And if you're interested in any of these products for yourself, I'm going to list my store in the comments below. And if you are considering or contemplating joining Couture Couture and finding out more about the amazing perks, commissions, discounts on products, all of that great stuff, please just send me a PM message and I will be happy to reach out to you and go into depth with all that there is to know about becoming a designer with Couture Couture. I have to tell you, it was a great decision for me, and I'm so happy to be a part of this amazing team and this amazing company that just started in July 1st. So again, feel free to reach out to me if you have any comments or questions. Have a fantastic rest of your night. Bye.